Acceptance is one of the teachings that I grapple with most in my life. This morning I was talking to my son, who's a little bit ill at the moment, and said to me, "I don't want to get sick, Mom." And my mind flashed back to a memory of when he was very little and he would develop a fever. And as he was developing the fever, his eyes would widen and he would say to me, "Mom, I'm scared, I'm scared." It's a beautiful illustration of how powerful the human emotions are that sit in the background and really inform most of our behaviors and actions. Now, my son is an absolute chip off the old block. And whilst I'd like to think that I've certainly gotten more relaxed in the way that I approach my life, it's something I have to work on a continual basis. Case in point, this week I had a situation at work in which I needed to get into a space of acceptance in order to be able to create and think about the next steps ahead. Because you see, what acceptance does is it anchors in the emotion so that it can propel you into taking action that is both impactful and relevant to what it is that you're wanting to do. Not me. I dug my heels in and I was staying firm in terms of the situation in hand. It took me about a day to realize that me holding on so tightly to the situation, being completely inflexible and wanting things to work the way that they've always worked, was really not going to serve the purpose at hand, both in the immediate and in the long term. So I needed to accept the situation because that's the reality. We can't fight reality. I needed to accept the reality and say to myself, this is where I'm at now. What do I do from here? Because you see, what acceptance does is it shifts us out of resistance, and it's not passive, by the way. It shifts us into a space where we can start to connect around how we make the meaningful change in transformation. So what helps me in acceptance? It's continually working with myself, and then it's the tools that I use on a daily basis: breath work, meditation, yoga, any kind of mindfulness practice. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for listening.